Now, I'll close the course out with a list of XML resources for you. A couple of great places to go: xml.com. You can find tutorials, all kind of articles and so forth out there. www.xml.org, same thing, lots of information. You'll always find with all these sites, some just seem to hit your learning style better than others. So pay close attention to these things, go through them, see which ones are really communicating in a way you can understand. XML Zone is another good one. Also, keep in mind Microsoft.com/XML. Now keep in mind, on all of these, and I didn't put it on here and I should have, but go to sun.com and look at some of the Java stuff in the XML world. Pretty much anywhere you go, you can find on the web, you can find some resources about XML. IBM certainly has some and so forth. A lot of times you may want to stick close to the platform that you're on. If you're a Microsoft shop, keep in mind there's a Microsoft XML world and then there's everybody else's XML world. Same thing for the Java world and IBM and so forth. They all have little tweaks and you need to be aware of these. The ultimate place to go is the W3C site. They're the ones driving the recommendations and standards, and that's w3.org. Go out there and look. And I always tell people in my live classes jokingly, if you have trouble sleeping at night, go out to the W3C, download some of those things and start reading. It'll take care of the problem. But ultimately, these are where the real information for XML is coming from. XML tools, I'll just mention a couple here to get you going. XML Spy. This is actually by Altova, A-L-T-O-V-A. You can go to altova.com or xmlspy.com. I think you get a redirect from there. XML Spy, a lot of people say it's hands down the best XML tool out there. I'm not endorsing it. I'm not telling you it's the best, but I hear that from a lot of students. I've played with it quite a bit myself. It is a phenomenal program. There are others out there. SoftQuad has a great XML program. Go to their website and look around. There's too many to list here. I could spend another 3 hours just listing XML tools. The bottom line with these, Microsoft came out with one called XML Notepad a few years ago. It's kind of hard to find now. And at first it looked like a pretty cool tool, but it just got to be clunky the longer you used it. Now, depending on exactly what you need to do, some of these tools are better than others. There are XML tools, for example, built into the .NET Framework's Visual Studio from Microsoft. They do some really cool stuff, but they have some limitations. You always find those. And again, Microsoft.com, you can find a lot of resources on XML in their world, and of course the ultimate resource is Google. Go out and do some searches on XML tools, XML tutorials, and so forth, and you can find an awful lot of stuff out there.